We haven't even had to talk about Kayla Nicole in this episode, just that C.J. Gardner Johnson was talking about her. That's nice, right? Right? We're not going to have to talk about her on this episode, right? Right? Oh, for fuck's sake, look at this fucking article! Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, breaks silence on wildly celebrating his Super Bowl loss. That's fucking rich. Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend breaking silence? What are we fucking talking about here? That's so rich. Breaking silence. Woman, you never shut the fuck up about Travis Kelce. Let's read this article. Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, has broken her silence, Jesus Christ, on attending the Super Bowl and witnessing what could potentially be the Kansas City Chiefs stars' last game. Nicole celebrated with the Eagles after the game. She was seen on the field talking to Victoria's head coach Nick Sirianni. Yeah, we touched on that. And got pictures throwing the green confetti into the air and scenes that many thought were pointed given Kelce was on the losing team. Now, reflecting on her time at the game on Instagram in a lengthy post, Nicole wrote, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I hope this is her attempt to get back into sports broadcasting and not something that has to do with Travis Kelce." Now, reflecting on her time at the game on Instagram in a lengthy post, Nicole wrote, "What makes the Super Bowl so special? Beyond it being the ultimate showcase of the two most elite and talented teams in the sport, the she spelled it weird, the ENNEERRGYYY is literally palpable." Oh yeah, this is a kind of insight that's going to get her back into actually sports broadcasting, which she's really never done. The collective excitement of fans and the high stakes of the matchup create an atmosphere that makes you physically feel the pulse of the game. I'd argue that college football games are going to give you much more of a religious experience than the Super Bowl. I've been to a Super Bowl. I've seen my actual favorite team win a Super Bowl. To all you fucking annoying commenters, it's like, you just say that because you're white and says black. Fuck off, 1. 2, I got to celebrate my team actually winning, not celebrating my ex's team losing, because I'm not a fucking loser who's living in the past. But that's just me. More from her in this lengthy Instagram post that's basic as shit. Quote, "There's no bad seat in the house because every person in that stadium, whether they have a dog in the fight or not, is hyped to have a seat at a table in history." Yes, there is a bad seat in the house. It's paying $5,000 to sit in the absolute top of that stadium, which is what some of those tickets were actually going for. Oh my God, this is the most basic shit I've ever read. "The lights are brighter, and you find yourself hanging on to every second, every inch." You're quoting Al Pacino from Any Given Sunday now. "It's for good reason. One of the biggest stages in sports, especially when the clock strikes halftime." Who fucking cares about the halftime show? It's all about the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar. "Paul, you're old. You don't understand Kendrick Lamar." Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, again, like, I don't want to get it. He had Easter eggs in his performance. You just don't get it. I don't want to get it. I want to understand what he's fucking saying. Continued Kayla Nicole's post. "We often minimize the humanity of the game by focusing on teams, titles, wins, and losses." Well, you're focusing on your fucking ex. That's why you're there. Celebrating with the Eagles after the game. "Obviously, football is a team sport where winning is always the goal, but I've always been more enthralled by the individual storylines, like your ex who's playing in the game, which might be his last game, and I'm rooting for him to lose because I don't want him to be a part of a three-peat." "Every player on the field." Hang on. "The names on the back of those jerseys, especially Kelce, who I was watching the whole game, the hurdles they've had to overcome, and the pride they must all feel to be talented enough to even make it to a stage like this is the one. Every player on that field is on a relentless pursuit of greatness, and I think it's pretty freaking dope we get to witness. Simply put, as a fan of the game with a soft spot for a cold beer and a clear view of the red zone, I can only hope my career allows me to continue to partake in sports history for many bowls to come." Well, can you at least admit that has nothing to do with your fucking career. Nothing at all to do with your career. You watched it as a fan. You didn't do any coverage of it. You pretended to do coverage of it with your fake fucking microphone, which we talked about on a previous episode of the Gallant Says podcast. And I'm tired of talking about you, but Jesus Christ, this headline is fucking ridiculous. The headline reads, Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, breaks silence, which is not fucking possible. Kayla Nicole breaks silence on wildly celebrating his Super Bowl loss. I'll give her credit. At least she didn't talk about Travis Kelce in that lengthy, basic-ass fucking statement that was probably written by ChatGPT. But for fuck's sake, can you move on so I can move on? I don't want to talk about this anymore. But the Swifties keep telling me to talk about it. They're bullying me. I don't want them to dox me because I stopped going after you. I am a parasite like you were a parasite to Travis Kelce, but I want to stop. I want to quit cold turkey, okay? I don't need this nicotine fix anymore. Please, for the love of God, please, please stop.